Okay, guys, have you finished questions 3 and 4? We're going to check the answers together now. So let's look at question 3 together. Take a red pen and check your answers. So which story mentions a sound that makes people stop what they are doing? So it should be, the word should be roar, right? It should be in entry C. So the answer is C for this one. And number 2, an improvement in the weather conditions. It should be A, because it stopped raining in entry A. And then question 3, I plan to see something special. It should be B, right? Because they were trying to get to the top of Tibidabo. And then for important life lesson, it should be entry C. And then because that was about the environment. And then question 5, a mistake that doesn't spoil a holiday, it should be entry B, boy, because they went to the wrong mountain, but they could still appreciate the view. Okay, there. And then 6, an accident that puts somebody in a bad mood, in a better mood, it should be A, about the grumpy sister. Right, and then let's look at question 4. Match the words in blue. So number 1, bright lights, it should be sparkling lights. Sparkling lights. In line 32, sparkling lights. And amazing views, so it should be stunning views in line 26. So right here, stunning views. And then 3, thick forest, the synonyms. So synonyms refer to the words with the same meaning. Okay, so it should be dense forest. And then 4, antonyms. So what are antonyms? Antonyms are words that carry the opposite meanings. Okay, so number 4, overcrowded beaches. It should be unspoiled beaches. In entry C, unspoiled means undamaged. And then gentle hills, it should be steep hills. And in 6, pale pink sunset, it should be blood red sunset. Remember, blood red should be an adjective here. All right, can you follow? And then we will do questions 5 and 6. Okay, so for question 5, you have to complete the sentences with words from the stories. So you have to look at, for example, look at this example. Grumpy means bad-tempered. So you look at story A and find these words. And then you have to answer that question. For example, number 1, does the writer suggest that her sister is usually grumpy? It should be yes, if you look at the story. Okay, so please do question 5, story A, story B, and story C. And then turn to the next page, question 6. So you have to complete the questions with the correct form of words or phrases from exercise 5. So you fill in the words or phrases from there. Okay? So now please pause the video and complete the questions, and then we'll come back and check the answers. All right, pause it now. Okay, so you should have completed the questions by now, so we'll check the answers together. I believe that you're hardworking boys, so you must have completed the questions yourselves. Okay, let's look at question 2. Does the father have to? So the hint is tolerate, so it should be put up with. That is a phrase. You put up with someone, or you put up with something. It means to tolerate something. Number 3, what happened as the father was enjoying the scenery, so it should be admiring the view. Okay, so number 2, what is the answer? It should be yes. And number 3, it should be he crashed into the writer's canoe. Okay, so he crashed into the writer's canoe. Okay, how about question 4? What did the writer to get ideas for things to do? Read quickly. So should we look through? Oh, sorry. Should we look through? And then 5, did they find a place to at a certain views? Look for a long time. So it should be gaze at. If you gaze at something, you look at something for a long time. And then 6, did they sit on a bench with a view over? It should be overlooking. Right here. Overlooking. Tibidabo. Okay, overlooking. Okay, so how about the answers? Question 4, it should be a Spanish guidebook. And then number 5, did they find a place to gaze? Yes. And then 6, did they sit on a bench? Overlooking Tibidabo? No, it was overlooking Barcelona instead. So the answer should be no. All right. Let's move on to story C then. 7, according to the writer, what was the best part of the holiday? It should be the highlight. So highlight can be a verb, but here it is a noun. Okay, the highlight of the holiday. 8, is it easy to see animals? To spot something. Okay, to notice, to see something. And 9, did the writer suddenly feel in the wild? It should be helpless in the wild. And then let's look at the answers together. So the first one, the highlight should be the safari. The 3-day safari. Right? And then 8, is it easy to spot wild animals on the plains of South Africa? It should be no. And 9, did the writer suddenly feel helpless in the wild? Yes or no? It should be yes. All right. Please check the answers. If you're correct, give yourself a take. If you're wrong, then please put down a cross and then write down the correct answer. All right, let's move on to page 41, question 6. Oh, sorry, we have 2 questions left here. Okay, so, oh, sorry, it should be 6, this part first. Okay, so question 6. Number 2, when was the last time you at the sky? It should be gazed, but remember you should have put it into the past tense. Okay, the last time you did something, past tense. And 3, what sort of bad behavior the teachers have to put up with? All right, like what? Whistling or sleeping or talking to your neighbor, things like that, right? And 4, do you have good eyesight? Can you spot people in a crowd? 5, what was the highlight of your last holiday? Should be highlight. Okay, so please remember the meanings of these words. And in 6, if you have problems with technology, do you feel? Should be helpless, right? This one is obvious. Helpless. Or can you usually find a solution? 7, is there a hill overlooking your neighborhood? It should be overlooking your neighborhood where you can get a good view. All right. So next, so we will skip question 7. And then let's look at word store 3E. Take out the word store, the little booklet, and okay, let me see. Should be word store 3E at the back of your book. Okay, so now can you spend 2 minutes on this question, word store 3E, fill in the blanks with these nouns. Okay, you must know some of them already. Okay, so 2 minutes. Let's please pause the video and then we'll come back in a second. Okay, then let's look at the answers together. All right, so the first one is eagle. So number 2, what is this? Is this a wolf? It should be a wolf, right? Okay, it should be a wolf. And then how about number 3? This one is obvious. It's not a panda. It should be a bear, right? A bear. And then 4, we have a longer name here. It should be this one. Okay, so a rhinoceros. So remember, at the singular noun, it's Okay, it carries an S here. A rhinoceros. Okay, or we can call that a rhino sometimes, the short form, a rhino or a rhinoceros. And then 5, this one we have looked at the picture, right? A leopard. Leopard. And then 6, it should be a lion. And then 7, this one is harder. It's not a bird. We call that, how do we call that? We call that an ostrich. Ostrich. And then 8, the last one, we call this a buffalo, right? But be careful, when we have 2 buffaloes, please write this down. We can either use buffalo, 2 buffalo, or 2 buffaloes. Okay, just like sheep. Okay, we can say we have 2 sheep here without an S. Okay, so this one can be 2 buffalo or 2 buffaloes. Right. Okay, so that is the end of this video. I'll see you in the next one. Okay, have a good day. Bye bye.